Here's something that's happening right now across higher education marketing departments. A university or college spends $50,000 on a professionally produced marketing video. Cinematic drone shots of campus, carefully scripted testimonials, color graded to perfection, 6 months of production time. Meanwhile, a competitor shoots a 60-second iPhone video of a student talking about their experience while walking to class. Guess which one generates more applications? The iPhone video, and it's not even close. Today, I'm going to show you exactly why your expensive, polished creative is failing, and more importantly, what you should be doing instead. Let me show you something that's going to make your marketing team uncomfortable. We recently took over the paid social campaigns for a business school that had been running these beautiful cinematic videos. Professional voiceover, sweeping campus shots, faculty in suits talking about world-class education and transforming tomorrow's leaders. These videos cost them over $30,000 to produce, and their cost per lead, $487. So here's what we did. We replaced them with student-recorded iPhone videos. Students literally filming themselves in the library, at coffee shops, walking between classes, talking unscripted about why they chose the program. Production cost, less than $1,000, and the new cost per lead, $164. That's a 66% decrease. Same audience, same targeting, same budget. The only thing that changed? The creative. And this isn't a one-off result. We see this pattern repeatedly across higher education, online education, study abroad, professional training and certification programs, every education vertical. So what's actually happening here? The problem isn't that your marketing team is incompetent. The problem is that traditional higher education marketing is stuck in a mindset that worked 10 years ago, but is absolutely destroying your results today. Here's what I see when I audit higher ed ad accounts. Problem number one, everything looks like an advertisement. Your prospective students have developed this incredible filter for anything that looks like marketing. The moment they recognize something as an ad, they're gone, scrolled past in 0.3 seconds. Your polished corporate videos with perfect lighting and scripted testimonials, they scream, "This is an ad," from the very first frame. And here's the thing, students aren't stupid. They know when they're being sold to. Problem number two is you're leading with institutional prestige instead of student transformation. I can't tell you how many university ads I see that lead with ranked top 50 globally, 150 years of academic excellence, world-renowned faculty. Now look, institutional prestige absolutely matters. It's important for credibility, for employer recognition, for building trust with parents. But it shouldn't be your opening hook. And here's the truth. Prospective students don't care about your institution nearly as much as they care about themselves. They're asking one fundamental question: how will this change my life? When your creative focuses on what makes your institution great, rather than how you change students' lives, you've already lost the attention battle. Problem number three is that your content doesn't match the platform. And this is huge. And most higher ed marketers completely miss this. What works on LinkedIn is very different from what works on Instagram, which is completely different from what works on TikTok. But what do most universities do? They create one hero video and deploy it everywhere. On TikTok, where authenticity and rawness win, you're running your corporate promotional video. On Instagram, where visual storytelling matters, you're using the same stock photos every other university uses. You're bringing a corporate brochure to a social media party, and it doesn't work. Problem number four is creative fatigue is destroying your performance. I see higher ed ad accounts running the same creative for 6, 9, even 12 months. Here's what happens. The algorithms on Meta, TikTok, LinkedIn, they love new content. And when you keep running the same ads, even if they performed well initially, the platforms start showing them to fewer and fewer people. Your CPMs increase, your engagement drops, and your cost per lead skyrockets. But because that video cost us $50,000 to produce, you keep running it long past its expiration date. It's like trying to squeeze water from a stone at that point. Okay, so what's the solution? The education brands winning right now, the ones with decreasing acquisition costs while everyone else's are climbing, have fundamentally shifted their approach to creative. Let me walk you through the 4 big shifts you need to make. Shift number 1, platform native over polished production. High-performing education ads today don't look like ads at all. They look like content that belongs on that particular platform. On TikTok, that means vertical video with a raw, authentic feel, slight imperfections that signal realness. We created a campaign for an online MBA program using this exact approach. Instead of their polished institutional video, we created a day in the life of video with a student using their iPhone. Slightly awkward moments, natural speech patterns, lots of organic B-roll. It became their best performing creative, driving 47% more qualified leads than anything they'd run previously. On Instagram, it means visually striking content that fits naturally in someone's feed. We've seen statistic ads, press release formats, and sometimes even ugly ads with handwritten text outperform beautifully designed content. And the principle is simple. Make content that doesn't interrupt the platform experience. Make content that enhances it. Shift number 2 is student transformation over institutional features. The highest performing education ads consistently share one thing. They focus on specific outcomes, not vague promises. Here's what I mean. Bad. Transform your future with our MBA program. Good. 87% of our graduates receive job offers within 3 months with an average salary increase of $34,000. See the difference? We worked with an online education platform that was struggling with generic messaging about career advancement and skill development. We shifted their creative to focus on specific student stories. I went from unemployed to a $75K job in tech in 6 months. I built my app while working full-time. Now it has 10,000 users. These specific outcome-focused messages decrease their costs per enrollment by 34%. And that's a massive difference just from changing the messaging. Shift number 3 is UGC and founder-led content. And this is probably the biggest shift we're seeing work across all education verticals. User-generated content, real students, real experiences, real outcomes consistently outperforms professional content. Actual current students talking about their experience. Recent graduates showing their new workplace. Alumni discussing specific ways the program changed their career. Even founders or faculty speaking passionately but unscripted about the program. We produced a day in the life series for a fashion and design school, just following a student around campus, filming on an iPhone, capturing real moments. These videos had a 3.2x higher engagement and a 2.7x higher conversion than the professional testimonial videos. The realness factor resonated far more than their previous high production content. Shift number 4 is volume and velocity over perfection. Here's a mindset shift that's hard for higher education marketing teams. You need to be producing more creative faster. I recently spoke with a university where it takes 4 to 6 months to get a single video approved and produced. By the time it launches, the trend they were targeting is dead. The messaging is stale and the platform algorithms have moved on. The education brands seeing success are testing multiple new creative concepts per month, not per quarter. This doesn't mean lower quality. It means faster production cycles and being comfortable with good enough rather than perfect. One online education client we work with went from testing 3 creative concepts per month to 15. Their cost per acquisition dropped by 28% in 90 days, simply because we found winning angles faster. Okay, let me give you a practical framework so you can implement immediately. I'm going to give you 4 steps that you can literally start working on today. Step 1, audit your current creative through a new lens. Go through your active ads right now and ask these questions. Does this look like an ad, or does it look like organic content on this platform? Are we leading with institutional features or student outcomes? Would someone choose to watch this, or are they scrolling past it? Have we been running this creative for more than 60 days? If you answered wrong to any of these, you found your problem. And here's the thing. Most universities will answer wrong to at least 3 of those questions. Step 2 is create your platform-native test portfolio. Start with these formats that are working really well right now. For Meta, you want statistic ads with bold numbers and compelling headlines. Press release formats that build instant credibility. Testimonial mashups showing multiple student outcomes. Founder or faculty speaking authentically about the program. For TikTok, we love day-in-the-life content following real students. Before and after transformation stories. Response bubble format, answering common questions. And behind-the-scenes campus content that feels raw and real. For LinkedIn, alumni career progression stories. Faculty thought leadership content. Student success metrics and outcomes, and professional transformation narratives. Pick 3 formats from each platform and start testing them. Step 3 is to implement a creative refresh schedule. Stop running the same ads indefinitely. This is absolutely killing your performance. Set up a quarterly creative audit where you ask, what's still performing after 60 days? Keep it. What's seeing declining performance? Retire it. And what new angles should be tested based on current data. Your ad creatives should be living, breathing things that evolve with platform trends and audience behavior, not something you set and forget. Step 4 is build your content creation system. You need a new system for producing new creative consistently. This could mean creating a student ambassador program where current students produce content regularly, setting up a simple iPhone filming kit for quick turn content, working with an agency that specializes in education creative, or training internal team members to capture authentic moments on campus. The key is removing that 6-month production timeline and replacing it with a 2 to 3 week cycle. That's the speed you need to be operating in this day and age. Look, I get it. This is a hard pill to swallow for many higher education marketing teams. You've been trained that brand guidelines matter, that everything needs legal approval, that polish equals professionalism. But here's the thing, the data doesn't lie. Across our client base in higher education, we consistently see platform-native content outperforming polished corporate content by 2 to 3x. Student-created UGC driving 40 to 60% lower cost per lead than professional videos, and quick turn creative testing generating 25 to 40% better ROAS than annual campaigns. The institutions that understand this shift are seeing the acquisition costs drop, while competitors struggle with rising costs. The ones still stuck in the old playbook, they're the ones coming to us after burning through $100,000 in ad spend with nothing to show for it. And that's very painful to watch. The future of education marketing doesn't belong to institutions with the biggest production budgets. It belongs to the ones that understand students respond to authenticity, transformation stories, and content that feels native to the platforms they actually use. So your choice is simple. You can keep producing $50,000 videos that students scroll past in half a second, or you can embrace what's actually working. Authentic, platform-native content that connects with prospective students on a human level. If you're ready to make this shift and want help implementing a creative strategy that actually converts, I'll put a link in the description to book a discovery call with our team. We've helped over 100 education brands make this transition, and we'd love to help you do the same. If you found this helpful, please hit the subscribe button, drop a comment below with your biggest creative challenge. I read every single one and happy to help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.